Alright, welcome everybody. I'm going to be showing you today how to get an upgraded glass bed to work on your Ender 3. The glass bed is a lot thicker than the mat that comes with it, so when you're leveling it out, the nozzle here can't actually slide over the glass just because it's so much thicker. Basically, to do that, we're going to have to reset the home point, which is going to be with this tolerance switch. What it does is when it sets the home point, it comes down and hits this switch, and that's where it knows where home is. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to move this guy up to allow for more room for our new bed. So basically we want to move it up about 4 millimeters. It's the thickness of this bed. It'll be really easy to do. What I'm going to end up doing here is I'm just going to lay this on top, mark it, just do a small little scratch there. That way I know how far up I'm going to have to go. So there's a nice little score on there. And go ahead and take your Allen wrench here. Just loosen these screws a little bit. Don't need to loosen them much. You just need to break them loose to where this limiter switch will move. I need to go just a little bit more. Alright, there it is moving. I'm going to get it up to my marks, which is right there. Get that tight. Okay, good to go there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the machine on. I'm going to go set the home point in the settings. It's actually really easy to do. Okay, I'm going to go to our prepare. We're going to go to auto home. This is going to go down and hit that limiter switch 4 millimeters higher than it used to. And what that's going to do is allow for the room for our bed. So now you're going to go into your prepare screen and disable the steppers. The steppers are the motors that move the head back and forth this way and the bed back and forth this way. So this allows me to move it freely to where I can level out the bed. Take the old mat off. Get the nice new glass one put on here. You're going to want to secure it. I had to get bigger clamps. The ones that come with it, they're just a little too small and they spring off when you move it. So these guys on here. Like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull the bed out. I'm going to level all the corners here. Right now it's at the home position, so it technically should be the thickness of this paper away from the bed. And you can see down in there. It does have a little bit more ways to go. So we're going to go through and just level that out really quick. Hit all 4 corners. So basically, put the paper in there. I'm going to run it up a little bit here. Alright guys, so the limit switch went up a little bit higher than I needed it to. When I try to level the bed out, it's basically bottoming out. So I'm going to drop this just a little bit. Like that. Now go here. I'm going to take the pad off, and the glass off the bed. when I set the home, just in case it's too high. I don't want the nozzle to hit it. Alright, perfect. So we're at the home point. Let's go in and disable our steppers. Slide this glass under carefully while I'm looking at the nozzle. It cleared the nozzle, just barely, which is good. Go ahead and put my clamps on here. Hold it in place. Alright, move the head over. Right here, we're going to go through, and the way I do it to where it barely scratches the paper. So I like just a tad resistance. And I go around and I do that on all four corners. If you have a feeler gauge, you can use one of those as well. That way you're exactly precise. But the paper's worked out well for me. If you're way off, you're gonna have to go through and do, like I said, all four corners. When I get to this back corner here, that might have changed my original starting point as far as where it's at. It might be a little high. So actually started scraping, so I gotta go ahead and lower it down a little bit. Okay. Started scraping, so go ahead and lower it down a little bit. It might be safer to do this maybe 3 or 4 times just to make sure it's level. If the bed is not level, your prints are not going to turn out good. And then after that, you can go through and I would do just a quick test print, something small, maybe it takes like 10 minutes or so. Just make sure everything's right where you want it to be. And we're good. Good. Bring that one down just a hair. This one just a little bit. Okay, I think we're going to be good right there. Okay, awesome. Hope that helped you guys out. I was a little frustrated when I got this glass bed because I thought, holy cow, it's not going to fit. I was going to return it. And then doing a little bit of research, just moving that limiter switch up just that little bit, able to compensate for it. Glass beds are going to be a lot better. Your stuff's not going to stick as hard. One little trick I learned as well, spray this with some hairspray before you start your print, and then your print will actually pop off a lot easier. So if you got any questions, throw it in the comments. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, guys.